Hi, Paul Waller. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the wonderful Warmverb from Tone 2. This is a multi-effects unit. Don't be fooled by the name. It's called Warmverb, which obviously suggests that it's a reverb unit only. But as we can see here, it is in fact a multi-effects unit. It is absolutely incredible. Not a lot of people seem to know about this yet, but I think it's going to become an incredibly popular plugin, especially for dance music producers, pop music, R&B, hip-hop, everybody really. This is just a fantastic effect. So let's take a look at it now. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to be using this plugin here from Disco DSP. It's called Discovery. I'm running the demos of both of these. Let's get into Logic here. Okay, so here's Discovery Pro. And I've just put together a really simple 4-chord pattern on this. Let's just take Warmverb out. Nothing special, not trying to sort of make the greatest tune ever. Let's just turn that down a wee bit. Okay. Now let's kick Warmverb in. Very nice. I'm running this quite subtly at the moment. You can see the mix here is around about 50%. So 50% dry, 50% affected. Let's put it up to 100% wet. Wow. Let's quickly run you through a few of the presets. Very popular there. Just really lush, rich, detailed, high quality effects. Take a few more things. Loads of stuff here. So let's take a look at how to use this plugin. Let's get rid of Disco DSP's Discovery Pro for a moment. And here's your interface. Very, very sumptuous looking interface. Very pleasing on the eye. Don't be fooled, it's not all about looks, this thing. Okay, so here's your preset selection. You can load and save presets here and banks here. You can do the usual copying and pasting. Obviously, I'm running Logic here and I can save anything that I like here by going to this menu and saving setting as, so that I have instant recall of my custom patches, if you like. They can also be done through this dialog box here. So what I can do is step through the presets like so, or I can just click here and hold, and I can get a very quick access menu of all available effects like this. So I can just go quickly to whatever it is that I want to load. So very nice interface there. Here's effect 1. Here's its controls. Here's effect 2. Here's its controls. I will be coming back to this. Here's effect 3, its controls. This is actually turned off at the moment, as you can see. And here's effect 4 and its controls. But these are global controls at the top here and at the bottom here. Okay, so here's our equalizer. We have low frequency, we can boost or cut it. Mid frequency, boost or cut it. High frequency, boost or cut it. Let's just have a listen to that. Not the best patch to have chosen. Let's just go to... Good. Very good, high quality equalizer there. 3 bands, nice and simple. Here is our global volume and our wet dry balance or mix. Okay, so all the way to the right will be 100% wet, i.e. only listening to the effect and the signal coming through it, and that would be 100% dry, so just the signal coming through the plugin and no effect. Here's about 50%. Here's a nice handy bypass switch, so very useful for checking what we're doing, you know. Adjust the mix, bypass it, make decisions. Here's our global feedback section. Okay, so this is the amount of feedback. This is when the effect gets fed back in to the plugin, and we get this accumulative effect, very well known in the realms of dub, dubstep, etc. Let's just play with the feedback a little bit. Okay. different types of delay. And a clip button, which is very useful. If it starts to distort, we can actually put the clip button in. So we have routing. We can go through different ways of routing the effects, parallel or series, effectively. And here's some other routing and MIDI options. Let's look at the 4 individual effects and how we actually use them. We can bypass them here. Okay, so that's each module, each effect module turned off. Step through these effects, or once again I can just click here and get a nice little quick access list of various effects. Let's just go for a reverb. There's our reverb, for instance. So we're on 100% wet here, which is in most cases too much. So let's just back that off. Okay. Here's the size of our reverb, the length. It's nice and short there. Here's damping. This is high frequency damping. This will actually remove high frequency from the signal. Here's a pre-delay. And here's modulation, which will actually give us some LFO kind of wobbliness to the effect. You hear the wobbliness there? That's the modulation. Take it out. So, very quick and easy to get the effects happening here. We have, as I say, various effects available. Here's a ping pong delay. This is a repeat delay. Let's just look at the types. We have reverb large, small, ultra large. We have delays, ping pong delay, filtered ping pong delay, and a regular normal repeat delay. We have a chorus, a doubling effect. We have an ensemble, which is a version of chorusing, a bit richer, a bit nicer. Here's a flanger, a stereo flanger. Here's a rotary speaker. The flanger is another doubling effect, but it obviously modulates, so the difference in time between the 2 versions of the signal will constantly change. Very classic effect. Let's maybe just quickly listen to that flanger. A little bit subtle at the moment on this sound. We have superstrings, which is a sort of signature sound for this plugin. We have low pass, band pass, high pass filters. We have a phaser, very similar to a flanger. We have a stereo phaser. We have a talk box, voice effect. Okay. Once again, you'll notice particular patches more easily on certain types of sounds. This is maybe not the best type of sound to be using for some of these effects. We have a tube amplifier, which will add us a sort of warmth and crunchiness. We have a transistor amplifier, a smoother, cleaner. We have a presence, which will usually boost higher frequencies to help something cut through a mix. We have hard clip, bit crush, and wave shape, which are basically ways of reducing the quality kind of distortion, really. We have surround encoding, which is rather special, obviously very useful for anybody working in surround. We have a ring modulator, really wacky sort of sci-fi spacey effects. We have tremolo, a wobbly kind of repeat, very often used on guitars, for instance, in the 60s. Very noticeable effect when you use it. Let's see if we can get it. It's not really wanting to play ball today, is it? We have an auto panner, which I love. This will pan the sound from left to right in the speakers. Let's hear that. Very fast at the moment. Let's slow it down. Very, very, very useful effect. I use it tons. We have a stereo enhancer, which is very nice. That will widen the sound out in the mix, which will help, particularly with sounds like pads and strings and stuff, help us gain clarity in the mix by putting the sound on the edges, if you like, of hard left and hard right of the mix. We have vocoders, so voice style effects. Okay, as you can see, each effect as I load it up has a bunch of parameters available here to work with. Let's just quickly go through. We've got a vocoder that goes from left to right. We've got a stereoizer, which will create something mono that starts off as mono. It will make it sound more stereo. We have a pitch shifter, quite really obvious, I would think. Okay. We have a trance gate, very popular. Gated effect, there it was. We have an aliaser. Haven't really played with this very much. And we have reflections, which are different types of reverb. So they're your available effects. And as I say, you can switch each effect in and out as you play with the parameters and get what you're looking for, and then ultimately use up to 4 of them all at the same time. A fantastic plugin. That's how we use it. I hope I've been of some use to you. Cheers.